I have a YouTube channel with nearly 250,000 subscribers, and I decided in my last video to cheat a little bit and use Chat GPT to help generate the bulk of the persuasive part of my video. It's a little wild, absolutely works, and if you do this the right way, it is not unethical. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use Chat GPT to help you break through maybe a creative block or expand on an idea so that way you can keep grinding out a ton of content like I do, since I'm attacking content on 3 different brand fronts right now. Let's go. Hey gladiators, thank you for tuning into this video. Some of you know me. I make content on Airbnb. I became the largest name in the niche and I've been holding that belt for a long time. And I've done it all organically. No ad spend. I sell a course that does really well. I just did a webinar where last week I just posted a few videos saying, hey guys, I'm doing this webinar, and it generated over $50,000 in sales in less than 7 days with no ad pushes at all. And the reason why I'm telling you this is I highly believe in making the right type of content to create sustainable success as a content creator and as a brand as you go forward in time. And this channel is going to teach you how to use aggressive value strategies and integrity to maintain and protect a brand that will pay you and feed you without you ever having to do the annoying stuff that all the other influencers do. In this video, we're talking about how to create content and how to use Chat GPT and their OpenAI to maybe give you the bulk of the work that you need to have done. I will say that it is just a tool. It's like a sophisticated Google in my experience so far, and you can have really cool conversations with it. In a future video, I'm going to show you how it coached me on how to be a better content creator by asking a stream of questions, because it gave me answers and I asked questions back. It's really cool. That video is going to rock. In this video, all I did was ask ChatGPT to give me bullet points and outlines and help me structure a video where normally I would not have had the confidence to shoot this video because it's so different than my normal content. In this video, I made the claim that having childhood trauma, going homeless, and having ADHD were crucial for my success as a business owner. And the reason why this was so tough for me to breach into my current regular channel is because my Airbnb content is so niche and I am the expert on Airbnb. So I can literally just teach from my own experience. I can say, hey, I have 150 Airbnb properties. We talk to guests. Here's what we've been doing and here's what works. It's very niche and it makes it easy for me to be the expert. But I made a broad claim. I made this claim that getting your ass whooped as a kid, or made the claim that having a hard time keeping up in school, or the claim that like being at the most rock bottom pathetic point of your life could be what makes you successful. And in order for me to be able to publish this content, I need to be able to defend my point, because otherwise you could just get attacked by a community of people that are like, you know absolutely nothing of what you speak, and you could largely discredit yourself when speaking on topics that you are not qualified to speak. Now, I do believe that my personal experience, having suffered child abuse and being ADHD and going homeless, was valid enough to generate a video, but I don't think that my narrow scope of the world was enough to fill a video. And so here's what I did with ChatGPT. I signed up for the OpenAI and I started asking questions. I said, hey, ChatGPT, write a lecture on how having ADHD can make you a more successful business owner. And it gave me great bullet points. Now I did the same thing for homelessness and childhood trauma. I said, how can childhood trauma make you a better business owner? How can going homeless be a catalyst for becoming successful? If you've ever taken a writing class in high school, you might have had to write a persuasive essay. So all you really have to do is follow the general format of a persuasive essay if you're going to do what I just did. You have to have an idea. You have to have an opinion. You have to have a thought. You have to have something that you think is true and you want to make content on that. You do have to bridge it with personal experience unless you're the type of content creator that is just a researcher. Now, if you're just a researcher and say, hey, I have no experience in this topic, I'm not a billionaire, but let me tell you how billionaires all became billionaires, you can deep dive and go down rabbit holes using ChatGPT. You say, who are the 10 most prominent billionaires of our generation? Tell me the story about this person and how they became a billionaire. Why did this person become a billionaire? You're going to ask ChatGPT all these different questions. And I've got a book recommendation that with that book and ChatGPT, you can use your own internal mental discipline to create this infinite information loop with ChatGPT and just create anything out of thin air. But I will say, before you do this, you need to have an original idea and you have to be able to riff on ChatGPT's feedback, because otherwise just saying what ChatGPT says is pretty much just like plagiarizing a bunch of stuff out of the internet, because that's really what ChatGPT does. It hunts down a bunch of information on the internet and gives you consensus information and gives you one line from here, one line from there, but it's all partially plagiarized. It's no original work in a ChatGPT print off. And when I said my last video, I literally meant it. I just uploaded the video for my editing team to edit, and now I'm shooting this video for you. We're gonna find out how that video performs and what people think about the fact that I use ChatGPT, because I confess to it in that video. So yes, you could get a little bit of backlash from people who think that ChatGPT is something that should be used in this way. But it is such an interesting conversation right now that saying that you use ChatGPT for your content, people might just watch your content because they want to see what happened with you in ChatGPT and how it might work. You might have actually found your way to this video because I claimed to use ChatGPT for my content. content. So if you have an original premise, but you don't have any data to back it up, ask ChatGPT to give you examples. If you don't know how to structure your argument, you just don't know how to do it without sounding scatterbrained, which was actually my inspiration for using ChatGPT for the very first time. I was having a hard time staying organized in my delivery. If that is you, this is a great way to say, hey, ChatGPT, write a lecture on this topic and it will bullet point it out for you. It helps you cover a lot of the heavy workload that requires some creativity. But if as a content creator, you're maxing your creativity hat out, ChatGPT becomes a really good creative assistant here. Now, the book recommendation I have for you is called Brain Steering. It's the art of asking the right question. And if you think about it, ChatGPT, what it does is it takes an input and gives you an output. If you can find the right questions to ask ChatGPT, you can do so much with it. Because ChatGPT will give you one output, you will read that output and you might have a new question. But the new question you come up with could be paramount for this infinite cycle of questions and answers that help you build all the information you need for a solid argument. In a very near future video, I'm going to go through this discipline, asking the right question, getting an answer, and asking another question, and give you a real world example of using Brain Steering's teachings and Chat GPT OpenAI to create a whole video from scratch. So if this is the very first video of mine that you've seen, that's way cool, welcome to my content. You probably should take a look at some of my Airbnb content to see kind of what I've been doing as a content creator. I've been doing this for 5 years. I hold a very strong position in my niche, and my content now is making me nearly $2 million a year as a content creator and a course sales expert person. We're going to talk about all of it, how to build the brand, how to get 6K subscribers, how to build on TikTok, Instagram, how to leverage that and monetize it at the right time and in the right ways to protect your brand for all times. That way you don't upload content that ruins your relationship with your audience or compromises your integrity. We want to build a good, high impact brand that no one could ever discredit or tear down ever. I'm going to teach you that here at the Gladiator Method. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the other side.